Hey guys, hope all of you are working really hard for whatever competitive examinations you guys are preparing for. Do remember that all our very best wishes are with you guys at all the times. We will be very happy to see you guys placed or clear whatever examination you guys are appearing for or preparing for. Please do come back and mention in our comments if you clear any of the competitive examinations, because that will make us very happy to know about the well-being or the success of you guys. Dear friends, may we please request you to subscribe to this channel in case you haven't done it already, because that will be a great motivation and great inspiration for us to keep up the good work at our end. So dear friends, this particular series that we are starting is going to cover the theme called local self-government in Assam. This particular topic falls into the part of the optional subject political science for Assam APSC Civil Services examination, basically primarily, but this is also very much relevant for general studies of APSC Civil Services examinations. In addition to it, it is also very much essential to have some basic understanding, basic knowledge about the system of local self-government in Assam in order to appear for any other competitive examinations that are conducted by the government of Assam. So dear friends, we believe that this particular series will be helpful for you in some ways. This is a long series, and as we have already promised that we will not make our lectures very long and boring, so we will try to make very small lectures, very consumable and palatable lectures, and divide this particular series into several lectures. So the upcoming lectures of this particular series are going to be a bit advanced, but this first video is going to be quite basic. So do stay tuned to it, do watch it till the end, and also come back to watch the subsequent lectures and subsequent videos in this particular section which we'll be coming up with. So let's quickly begin the first lecture of this series and look into some of the, or say, the two broad aspects which you need to cover for the purpose of examinations. You know, there are so many things in terms of local self-government which you can at any times go on reading, but particularly for the concern of examinations, we believe there are two broad aspects which you need to cover in terms of this particular topic. They are the present or existing system of local self-government in Assam. This particular part we will take up first, and then the other part is the evolution of local self-government in Assam. For this we will take up subsequently. So these are the two basic, or say, broad aspects which we believe that you need to look into, which you need to study for the purpose of examinations: the present or existing system of local self-government in Assam, and the other one is the evolution of the local self-government in Assam. So we begin with the present or existing system of local self-government in Assam. So we begin with this particular point, say we begin with the present or existing system, because it is in a way static, and the provisions have more or less been constitutionalized. The 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992 and the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act have constitutionalized the provisions of local self-government in India, and hence the provisions that are applied by various states are more or less static and uniform throughout the country. We use the word more or less uniform here because some provisions of the Acts of 1992 are voluntary in nature and are left at the discretion of the states. However, the fundamental structure is almost same and falls into the mandatory part of the Acts of 1992. So two things with the existing system of local self-government: they are static, and the provisions have been constitutionalized, and the provisions have come up as laws or acts in various states. Say for instance, in Assam it has come up as the Assam Panchayat Act of 1994, which has overcome the earlier acts of 1986, and so on and so forth, which we will be taking up in subsequent lectures subsequently. And second thing is that they are more or less uniform throughout the country. So now let's look into some of the peculiarities in case of Assam. For studying or looking at local self-government, there are two fundamental acts which we need to study. They are the 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Acts. But in case of Assam has some peculiarities, as a result of which we need to put some extra effort or extra relevance into some of the other aspects also. So what are they? So Assam has some autonomous district councils in the tribal areas, which have been designated by the 6th schedule of the Indian Constitution. Secondly, Assam also has some autonomous councils which fall outside the purview of the 6th schedule of the Indian Constitution, and these particular areas have been designated by the State Legislative Assembly from time to time. So, due to the existence of these two categories of areas within Assam, it at times becomes essential for us to look or to study even more than the 73rd and the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act of India, because these two acts, both the two acts, say 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Acts, do not extend to these particular areas that are existing within Assam. So, what is to be done then? So, because Assam has these two peculiarities, we need to divide the study of local self-government in Assam into 4 parts in pursuit of making it convenient and readable. So what we will do is we'll look at rural local self-government in Assam, that is the Panchayat Raj system. Then we will look at the urban local self-government system in Assam, which is the municipalities. And then we will look into the provisions of the 6 schedule areas. How is local self-government taken out or say carried out in the 6 schedule areas of Assam? For instance, the Bodoland Territorial Council, say for instance the Karbi Autonomous Council. How are affairs of local self-government dealt with in these 6 schedule areas? Then we will also need to look into the autonomous councils formed by the state governments, such as the Sonwal Kosari Autonomous Council, Deori Autonomous Councils, and several others. So we will be taking them up separately, and we will divide the study into these 4 headings. So for rural self-government in Assam, that is the Panchayat Raj system, we will focus our study with respect to these 2 broad acts. We will definitely look into the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992, because it lays down the foundation of the Panchayat Raj system in India, the broad framework of Panchayat Raj system in India. And then we will also look at the Assam Panchayat Raj Act of 1994, because this particular act took up the provisions of the Constitutional Amendment of 1992 and legalized and got it passed in the Assam State Legislative Assembly and made it an act as per which the provisions are applied in Assam for Panchayati Raj. So dear friends, as we have already mentioned, this is going to be a very long series. So in the upcoming lectures of this series, we will be putting up first, as we have already mentioned, we'll first be putting up the existing system of local self-government, and then we will take up the evolution of the local self-government in Assam. In the existing system of local self-government, there will again be different parts. As we have already mentioned, the next lecture will be on Panchayati Raj system in Assam, in which we will take up in greater detail the Panchayati Raj system, or say the rural local self-government system in Assam. And then in subsequent lectures, we will take up the urban local self-government in Assam. We will take up the provisions of 6 schedule areas. We will also take up the provision of other autonomous district councils in subsequent lecture. So dear friends, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it already, and do stay tuned for our next lectures, because they are going to be really advanced and really detailed. Comment down below in the discussion, comment down below if you want us to take up any other topic for discussion, if you want us to take up any other topic, any other subject for any of the competitive examinations that are held in Assam. We will be very happy to look into the examination pattern and try to come up with some basic tricks and strategies. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please like this video, please share this video with your friends if you feel this video is relevant, or if you feel the upcoming lectures of this particular series are going to be relevant. Also, the very basic request from our side, do subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification in case you haven't done it already. Hoping to see you in the next lecture. Thank you so much.